So in this video we are going to talk about the Arduino Uno board, how to program it, which software do we use and other stuff. So without wasting much more time, let's get started. So before talking about how to program it, so now first of all let's talk about its hardware specifications. So here we have digital pins starting from 0 to 13, then we have ground pin, then analog reference pin, then SCL pin, serial clock pin, SDA pin, serial data pin, and on the other side we have analog input pins starting from A0 to A5, then a V in pin, then two ground pins, a 5 volt pin, a 3.3 volt pin, a reset pin, and a IO ref pin. So this is our main IC. Here we have ICSP connector pin, then we have here a reset button, jack to program the board, a DC barrel jack. So now let's talk about it in some detail. So we have digital pins starting from 0 to 13. Now what does this digital mean? Either the LED will turn on or off. That is, we have only two commands, either off, either on. Then we have analog pins, starting from A0 to A5. Now what does this analog means? In simple words, digital means, if let us say you want to go from point A to point B. So in the digital case you only have two options, either you will stay here or you will stay here. You cannot stop in between these 2 points. Whereas in the case of analog, let us consider the same case from A to B. You can either stay on 0 or stay here or stay here or stay here or stay here or even stay here or at any place in between A and B up to 225 to 55. So this is the difference between digital and analog, and we will talk about it in further detail when we take some examples of it. Then we have the IC. Main IC which we use here is Atmel 80 mega 328 microcontroller. You can supply 9 to 12 volts. Now you can supply these 9 to 12 volts either from SMPS adapter, a 9 volt battery, or you can connect it with your PC or laptop. Or you can connect it with your phone charger. Or you can connect battery on the V in and ground pin. So these are some options to power the Arduino board. So now let's see which software do we use to program it and how to program it. So now the software which we will use to program can be downloaded from the official website of Arduino, which is called www.arduino.cc. Then go to software, then go to downloads. Then choose your operating system. I'm using Windows. Then you can either just download it or you can contribute and download. So I have already downloaded it. So now let's jump to the code. So this is how our software looks like. So here we have two sections. First one is void setup and another one is void loop. So the commands which you want to run only once during the compilation of the code will be put in the void setup section, and the command which you want to run again and again So now you can see here a green LED is turned on. So this LED is showing the board is powered up. So now here we have onboard LED which is connected to pin number 13. We mostly use it for troubleshooting. Now let's see the code. Now first of all, we have a function which is called pin mode. Now its syntax is something like this. So now here we have pin mode, and M should be capital. If you change it to small, it will not work. The software will not understand it. Then we will write here pin number starting from 0 to 13, or you can even change it to A0, A1, A2, A3, A4 or A5. Now we are using pin number 13, so I will change it to 13. Then we have to use here state. Either we are using it as output or input. So I'm using pin number 13, which is a digital pin. So I will use here output because I'm connecting here pin LED to this pin. Now let's say you want to turn the LED on. Now what will you do? And in the digital form, when you want to turn something on, we will say to high or 1. So similarly here we have another function, digital function, which is called digital write, and here W should be capital, then the pin number which is 13 and high. So now go to tools, select your board to Arduino Uno because I'm using that one. Select your board. Here I have already selected. It may change in your case, the COM port. Now just hit the upload button. Now change the name here, code 1. Now the code is uploading. Now after the uploading is completed, here the pin which is connected to pin number 13 gets turned on. So now what if you want to turn it off? It is also so simple. Just change this high to low. Then again upload the code. every time you do some changing in your code, you have to upload the code to your board. So now the done uploading is done. Now our LED is now turned off. So now let's say you want to blink the LED. So in the blinking, what will happen? LED turns on, wait for some time, turns off. Then again wait for some time, again turn on, wait for some time, turn off. So we have digital write 13,5. Now what this code will do, first of all it will initialize the pin number 13 as output pin. Then so this code is sequential. First of all this line will run, then this line will run, then this line will run. So first of all the pin number 13 will set to output, then the digital pin is turned on, then the digital pin 13 will turn off. Then this loop will repeat itself as it is clarified by its name. So turn on the LED, turn off the LED, then this loop will repeat, turn on the LED, turn off the LED, turn on the LED, turn off the LED. Now let's upload this code and see what will happen to the onboard LED. So you will see here the LED is just turned on. It is not blinking. But we have written a code according to which the LED should blink. So here the code is correct. There is no problem in the code. Actually the LED is blinking, but our eyes are not able to see that blink because it is blinking so fast. So we have to give some delay, for which we have a function called delay. So this 1000 is in milliseconds. Now what will happen according to this code is LED will turn on, wait for a second, LED will turn off, then again wait for a second, then again turn on, again wait for a second, and this cycle will repeat itself. Now again upload this code. Now as you can see here, the LED which is connected to pin number 13 starts blinking. So it's so simple. So now I'm giving you a code to try it yourself. What changes you will do if you want to blink the LED fast. So just try out this code. Now let's say you have written a code which is around 200 lines, and let's say I'm copying this and again pasting, copy this again paste this, then again paste this. So I have so many lines where I have written pin number 13. Now let's say I want to change this pin to pin number 12, and you have this so long code. What you are going to do now? You have to change this every to 12, then again go to next line, again change it to 12. But actually we don't do this by this method. What we actually do is, so let me just, what we will do, we'll define here a variable. I'm defining it as LED int LED. I'm at pin number 13. Now just change 13 to LED, and here change it to LED, and again change it to LED. Now upload this code and see what will happen. Is there something in change on the blinking of the LED. So as you can see, the LED still blinks as it was already blinking. So there is no change, but it will solve your problem. So now let's create a small project, and here I have placed the two LEDs. The longer leg will go to any pin, and the shorter one will go to the negative rail. Similarly, the shorter one will go to negative rail. So these we have jumper wires. Now connect this white to ground. Take the another jumper wire, connect pin number 13 to this similar rail, and you will see that LED green will start blinking because it is connected to pin number 13. Now connect pin number 12 to the positive pin of red LED. So if you have any problem using this breadboard or jumper wires, you can check out the link given in the description below, in which you will find how to use it. So now I am going to define another variable called int LED2, which I am going to connect with pin number 12. Then again set pin 12 to output LED2, and just copy this, change it to 2. Now what will happen now? First of all, LED1 will turn on, wait for a second, then LED1 will turn off, then again wait for a second. Now LED2 will turn on, wait for a second, LED2 will turn off, again wait for a second. Then this cycle will repeat. LED1 will turn on, wait for a second, LED1 will turn off, wait for a second, LED2, and this cycle continues. Just hit the upload button and let's see what will happen. So now as you can see here, both the LEDs are blinking alternatively for 1 second. So how simple is this? And if you're going to use the 555 timer IC for this purpose, you're going to do some complicated circuit, we can say. You have to use some resistors, transistors, what we can say. So here we have used just 2 LEDs, but I will recommend here to use 2 resistors of 1K, or you can choose the suitable resistors in the series with these LEDs, because sometimes they may get burned. So this is all about this video, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. If this video helps you, then don't forget to help us through Patreon. The link is given in the description of